John with TJ Performance. Got Rory here. We're gonna go over Pre Dyno Inspection since that is a common failure for us and I imagine most shops. Today we have our Redline smoke machine with our awesome tool that we're going to use to fill the intake hole here. One thing I do like to get into the smoke machine process is the mass airflow sensor. This is a very common leak right off the bat, and having air here can definitely cause some adverse problems when tuning and just drivability. So, yeah.
So this is our smoke machine. This is probably one of my favorite diagnostic tools. It is imperative that you smoke test every car prior to going on the dyno and prior to after you do any kind of install that's going to affect the system that might cause leaks, remove anything or install anything. You should always do it after. Check your word. A lot of places don't do that, and then they'll bring a car to us and it fails. The best part about this smoke machine is that it actually has a pressure gauge as well. So this reads in inches of water. Passing is anything over 10 inches of water is passing. We'd like to see around 12 to 14 is pretty perfect. Some cars you'll never hit that even when they're completely sealed. Smoke can escape through the valves as well and the cylinder heads. So if you don't see any smoke when you're smoke testing and it's failing, you should turn the crank a couple times, make sure the valves are closed. Sometimes you'll see it come out of the exhaust, but it's an awesome tool. You can smoke a lot of different systems with these guys. So there's this gauge. This gauge is a pressure gauge and it reads in inches of water. So right now, with nothing, right now the system is open, so it's showing 100% leakage, so 0 inches of water. Now when John caps it off, I'll just cap it with your finger. I just want to show you what it looks like. So right there, that's about 14 inches of water. And this little ball on the side, that shows the leak size. When you let off the pressure, it'll go up. When you completely close it, this ball will drop. That's how you know, hey look, it's passing, that's awesome. So now we're going to apply smoke and we'll see where the leaks are coming from. Takes a little bit for the system to fill up with pressure and smoke. And then once it's fully within the system, it will start showing itself. So right here we've got, as John was stating earlier, the MAP sensor is a very typical leak. A lot of people will not smoke it. They'll smoke from the inlet and they'll miss that this little O-ring here. You can see the smoke walking through there. So we don't like that. We've got another leak right here coming from this aftermarket fuel pressure regulator. We've got a pretty hefty leak out of the blow-off valve. That's another very common leak, especially with inferior blow-off valves. There's a couple of blow-off valves that are awesome at holding pressure. The HKS super sequential and the tidal blow-off valve are two of the best ones that hold pressure. More smoke, there's a lot of leaks. So this is negative. We do not like seeing this on our Pre Dyno. This will fail you, and you'll need to fix all these things in order for you to have a good tune. Other things to look for too, stuff like this is not secure, this sucks. We don't like that. Things like that where they're just rattling around, shaking, those can all affect the tune and they're just unsafe. If you go over a large bump, your fuel pressure regulator pops off, a hose comes off, and you're dumping fuel everywhere, fire hazard. None of that stuff's good. You want everything, literally you want everything to be as perfect as possible before you get on the dyno. It needs to be in order for you to get it correct.
Another common leak that we also see back here is we actually have an external wastegate leaking out of the dump tube. Some minor leaking, I'll say, is common. We'd like to see almost none, but with a car like this, the diaphragm is starting to fail inside of the wastegate, causing a massive smoke leak to come out of the dump tube and come up from the exhaust area. So that is another leak as well that is something you don't want to see too often.
For getting your Pre Dyno checkout and passing all your fluid levels. Check your oil, make sure you have fresh, clean oil in it. A lot of times people will come in, they'll have no oil on the dipstick. This is not a car that's ready for the dyno, there could be other issues. Coolant level, is your overflow at the right level? Does your radiator have coolant in it? You need everything to be as perfect as possible. You don't want loose parts, any kind of fluid leaks. You literally want the car to be like a brand new car. That's how you get a correct tune and the most bang for your buck out of your tune, the most power.
Another thing we also look for are minor things. We need good tires. No studded snow tires. You can run snow tires on the dyno, but we do want good tread. We don't want any cupping. We don't want any cords showing on the tire. Make sure the front end is tight. We don't want anything loose on the dyno that could cause adverse problems with the dyno itself or with readings, car running not correctly. So we do check over the entire car and check all of the fluids on top of just engine. Make sure the transmission has fluid. Make sure we're not dumping power steering fluid all over the dyno. As some people might not know, power steering fluid has one of the higher flash points, or lower flash points, so it does ignite quicker with higher temperatures. So that is a very common thing that we see and that we cannot have on the dyno, just for safety reasons, for safety for me and for the customer's vehicle.
Yeah, another really big thing that's super common that we see is a crappy battery. So if your battery is not holding the charge that it should, or putting enough power, it really affects John's job of tuning as the whole electrical system. So if there's any weak voltage, one, it can brick the ECU when John's trying to flash it, or you can just get all sorts of whack readings. A battery tie down, this one has none. So this battery is just loose. Not only is that unsafe, but it also, over time, if your battery's shifting all over the place, it loses its charge more frequently. So electrical system, good. We want good electrical system.
This is John, this is Rory with TGA. Thanks for watching our video. If you have any more ideas for videos we should make, please like, subscribe, comment, give us some feedback.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys, and we'll put any kind of videos that you guys want to see, and we should be coming out with pretty freaking videos. Just let us know. Thanks a lot.